Now, let's stay with all matters involving tennis. South Africa's world-acclaimed doubles player Raven Klaasen and his Japanese partner Ben McLaughlin won their first ATP Tour title of the season. The pair overcame second seeds Neil Skupski of Britain and Michael Venus of New Zealand to lift the Citi Open doubles trophy in Washington. Klaasen and McLaughlin did not drop a set this week as they went on to win the final 7-6 and 6-4. Now, to speak more on this, we're joined by Jeff Coetzee, who is director at Tennis South Africa. Very good afternoon to you, Jeff, and thank you so much for your time. So obviously this is an incredible month for South African tennis. We've got Lloyd Harris beating one of the greats of the game, and then of course we've got Raven Klaasen lifting the Citi Open.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I think the timing is actually perfect since we have Davis Cup around the corner after the US Open. So Lloyd beating Nadal, of course, last week, and then now playing him again in the second round. And then our Cape Town's Raven Klaasen winning with Ben McLaughlin. I think so far we're on the right track there.
Was this something that was expected, that Raven and his partner will go all the way? Have they been showing the signs of a formidable force?
I think so. I think if you take the last few months, they've been struggling, but they've been losing to guys that's been really doing well. I know one of my guys that I coach, the team from Colombia, we beat them, but we shouldn't have won that match because they were clearly the better players, Raven and Ben. But we managed to get through that, and they got quarterfinals at Wimbledon, and then Raven was actually spent 3 weeks at home, which was the first since March. So obviously with the pandemic and the variant coming from South Africa has been difficult, so he hasn't been able to come home. So he freshed his mind, spent some time with the wife and kids, family. And then Ben had a very good run in the Olympics, with Nishikori winning a few matches. So yeah, they're very confident, and rightly so, deserve to win.
How well does this set him up? I mean, I know we speak about him as if we're speaking about him alone when he does have another partner, but how well does this set Raven up for the US Open?
I think it's, always nice to win the 500 leading up to this week's event, the 1,000 event in Toronto, Canada, and then you still have Cincinnati the following week. Then I think they'll take a week off, and then the US Open. So to get matches like this in already, once the sort of the US hardcourt season start, to win the first big tournament, the 500, and then leading up to the thousands, I think they're definitely a lot more confident than they were, say, 3 months ago. I think I rate Ben a lot, and it's a perfect partner for Raven. And it's obviously always nice to win your ex-partner there, beating Michael Venus in the finals there. So I think, they've done the work. It's just a matter of now living with the confidence.
Talk to us about Lloyd Harris and what he managed to do against Rafael Nadal. I mean, a lot of people will probably be like, players like Nadal don't necessarily take ATP 500 events that seriously anyway. For them, it's about the ATP 1000 and, of course, the Grand Slam. But a victory over Rafael Nadal is a victory over Rafael Nadal. It doesn't matter in what competition.
You're right, rightfully so. And yeah, you can say that they don't take it, but if you know Rafa, he doesn't like to lose, and he'll go out there and play, even if it's a 250 or 500, he doesn't like to lose. But I managed to watch a little bit of the match, and I think Lloyd played pretty smart, and the way, it was obviously tough with Rafa's the first match, but all credit to Lloyd and, his team, his coaching team of Anthony Harris and Xavier Malise there. I think they've done a great job. And I think, now beating Rafa last week, can he do it again this week? So let's see. It'll definitely be a night match, I would assume. Conditions will play a little bit different, but that was also late in the evening when Lloyd beat him in Washington. So looking forward to that one.
Jeff, just before I let you go, of course, you are South African, you are Tennis South Africa's director, so you'll always have positive things to say about your own players. But realistically, does this man look like somebody that can win a Grand Slam? We've had Kevin Anderson going all the way to 2 finals. Can Lloyd go one step further?
I think it's realistically, you got to look at very difficult. Kevin managed to get 2 finals. Where Lloyd is right now, he's definitely on the right track. A little bit late compared to a Rublev, Stefanos, and all these guys. So I think, it's definitely possible, but he still has a long way to go. But I think if he beats the likes of Rafa Nadal, 20-time Grand Slam slipper, it's got to give him a lot of confidence.
Most definitely. Well, Jeff, thank you very much for joining us here on eNCA this afternoon. That is Director at Tennis South Africa, Jeff Coetzee, of course, just joining us to talk about Klaasen and his doubles partner winning the Citi Open, and, of course, Lloyd Harris, who did perform quite well at the Citi Open, beating Rafa Nadal, and is now set to meet Rafa Nadal in the ATP 1000 event in Toronto this week. We're hopeful